This is how we do it when you rockin' with me. Yeah, I've been staying in and working, making bread and
I feel like a lot of people base the way they live their lives off of like how they are on social media and like the whole perception thing. Like, I have to show everyone like this is the way I live, just because like it's like the social media. I don't know like how to like word it exactly.
Basically, social media
like,
set standards like for everyone. Like, all right, like everyone's trying to one up each other. Basically.
yes, it's like a kind of like showing off.
It's a meat measuring contest in practice. That's
Yeah.
Like I like the end of that Drake song. It's like
the girls take pictures to try to show that. Yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
Yeah, so like I don't know, like pretty sure that's what you were talking
Yeah,
about, right?
basically
Like,
like along those lines. Like obviously, if you guys haven't seen that rant, I think it's Opinionated Off Topic episode 76. And the only reason I know is because I was just looking at all our off topics today. But basically, like when I was going off about how like people share their celebrity friends, but like obviously we're doing content curation and we understand how hard it is and the struggle. And it's like pulling teeth to get people to follow the pods, support the pod media company, even reshare it on Instagram.
I was literally about to
you
say
know what I
that,
mean?
just even reshare it.
And it's like one of those things where you will have friends doing some dope shit. They won't share it because it's like not fitting. Obviously, it's your social media, so do what you want. But it's like not fitting like what they want to perceive online. So like there's gonna be people who like literally will never post something you're doing, but like if SZA or Drake or Kylie Jenner or
Bad
whoever
Bunny.
drop something or whatever, they're gonna repost it. Like that celebrity is gonna see them reposting it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It's just like it's a crazy thing because obviously like we see perception all the time. Like you can definitely tell. I mean, I tell you all the time. Like no offense to guys or girls, but you can definitely tell like when a guy is single or a girl is single, especially like fresh off breakups. Like they're always posting themselves, always doing something, letting the world know like, hey, I'm available. Like I'm posting this so you can interact with my story and slide up or whatever.
Yeah.
So I mean. It's yeah. Go ahead.
I have a question for y'all based off of that. When like you look like you're, I mean, obviously we have people that are in relationships here, so I guess that doesn't pertain to y'all. But like, when like with like your girl and stuff, do you care if like she posts all the time, or are you like wanting her? Like, I guess her activity on social media, like, is that something that like you care about, like if she posts all the time or if she doesn't post enough, or like does that matter to y'all?
You gonna go?
I know it's not the answer you're looking for, but I'm gonna say it depends, and I'll tell you why.
Let's hear it.
I was like, I don't care like if you're someone that like never posts on social media. Don't care. I don't care if you're someone that posts all the time on social media. But there are some caveats to both. It's that, you know, if you post too much like that and you're taking away from like our relationship because you're just always constantly posting, then like put the phone down, like let's go do something. Like damn. Like
Let's go touch grass. Come on.
Yeah, like like,
touch grass.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Actually, that's a whole different subject. Like, what's the female version of like playing video games on social media too much?
Okay.
Touch grass.
Like just scrolling.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
talk about that.
Well, I mean, do you want to jump in
Yeah.
right
Well,
now?
hold on. We can.
Yeah, I mean, go always finish what you were saying, but I
but-
kind of like I like that.
But anyways,
I
what I
don't
was
wanna
gonna say
forget
is that if it becomes too much of a problem, like you're posting too much, that like basically you're like, because I feel like if you're posting at the level that I'm thinking of, and this is maybe at an extreme level, you're talking about way too much stuff that needs to be talked about, like overall, and you're probably talking about stuff that like it's going on in a relationship that like doesn't need to be talked about. So
Yeah.
Okay.
that's why I like that. But like on the opposite side of that, if you don't post at all, it's like, I mean, I feel like it's less a problem, but like still, it's like, I don't know, like give an update, like let your family know like something's going on, like that like you're alive or some shit. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, fair.
I guess it just kind of depends because like I feel like when I was younger, like and I've never really had this issue, but like I guess like when I was younger, if like my girl was posting like thirst traps essentially, I would be like, why are you posting all these thirst traps? Because obviously, like I just said, you just kind of know when a girl's single or trying to get chose or you know talk to or whatever. So like if you're in a relationship with someone and they're posting thirst traps like that, because obviously you know when a girl, like dead ass off of social media, you'll know when a girl will date someone because they'll just, especially if they've been posting, because they'll just not post or they'll just slowly stop posting, or if they do post, it's like with their friends or them doing something. But obviously, if you're like posting thirst traps and stuff, now I probably wouldn't care as much, but I definitely would just because I'm older, it's more of a like, you're doing that for a reason, like, but I'm not gonna interfere and get involved because like, if I need to do all that, then I don't really know if we should be dating. Like, I'm not gonna make you change something based off of that, but also like, it's just very skeptical because like you can have, like he said, it just depends because you can have like a girl that doesn't post at all on social media. And like, okay, what are they being? Are they being secretive? And then you have like, so I feel like there's got to be a nice balance, but also like I was telling you that one day, like there's certain girls I follow, bro. Like, and I'm not just trying to pick on the females. Like there's guys that do this shit too. Like I'm friends with some of them. Like they post like everything they do, and it's like you're living vicariously like through the screen. Like you're posting something so people can see everything you're doing. Like why do you feel the need when you go sit down somewhere or buy this new product came in that you gotta take a picture of it and share it? Like it's cool every now and then, but I feel like why do you gotta do it every time? And then there's also people like I literally know their whole life schedule because they post every single thing they do every morning throughout the day, 7 days a week online. And it's just like, bro, like for what? like for what? Bro? Like,
You're at Pilates right now.
like I don't know. I just don't understand that, and I feel like that's like we're going back to social media, like how you were saying, people live their life through social media.
Yeah,
it's just like all a perception thing. Like I feel like people think because we talk about it all the time. Like we just started getting good taking photos when we go out, and like taking photos, and like, think about it like this: we make content, so like we're posting a lot of stuff content wise, but we like record a lot of stuff, we take a lot of photos, and we will like do dumps and stuff. And I feel like dumps made Instagram more casual again, like, and that's how it's supposed to be. Like back in the day, we were posting like our van photos and shit like that.
Yeah.
But
fucking food.
yeah,
and shit.
exactly.
Yeah.
But nowadays, I just feel like people are just posting every single thing they do because they have to like obtain this image, or if you're not posting you doing shit, you're like lame. You know what I mean? So it's definitely like a slippery slope, but that's at least my 2 cents on that.
No, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
What about you, Zay?
Are we answering the question about the significant other with social media first?
Yeah. I said
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, honestly, I guess with that being the question,
He's trying to process his answer right now so he gets the least amount of trouble.
yeah,
That's exactly what's
for
going on.
real. So, if y'all don't know, I am in a relationship.
What's their mother's name and social security number? And
What'd you say?
Since when?
Oh yeah, since when? My bad. But yeah, I don't have a problem with Drea like being active on social media. She's not really that active on social media.
Yeah.
The only time she is when I add her and stuff or anything like that. And I don't have an issue with her, like, you know, when she does post things. Like, there's never like a, oh, why are you doing that? Or whatever.
Yeah.
And I mean, the only thing I will say though is like, hey, you should, you know, reshare the stuff that PCT does. And I do talk to her about that. I do, because she does watch it, and I just like, you know, and she does leave likes and comments.
Comment, yeah.
But you know, that extra, like y'all said, that extra help, you know, from just your people, you know,
Yeah.
it's needed.
Yeah, for sure.
It's hard to get it, and you know, I know it's easy for her to like repost things from like any makeup thing that she's trying to win. She definitely asks me every now and then with like, "Hey, I need a giveaway and things like that."
yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, I got you." Like,
Yeah.
I don't care, but it's not like one of those things where I'm constantly like, "You hate me? Why do you?
Yeah, why are you
Why
not
don't you?
posting
Yeah, why don't you
me?"
repost me?" I'm like, all right, like that's fine. Hey, you're at least watching it. You're at least liking it and leaving a comment. Like you're doing 3 of the 4.
Yeah.
There's definitely there's there's definitely a balance. Like if you're posting all the time, but your friends are doing shit and you can't post that, it's like you're either like obsessed with yourself, want attention, if it's like you're posting yourself, or like you just care about like your image online. Like Drake dropped this song, I gotta post it too, so I can fit in.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, she definitely doesn't do that. She literally
that's good.
She's
Yeah.
literally like not really active on social media.
I was just about to say that. Yeah,
Yeah,
like she's not really.
Yeah, and like I said, the only time she really is when y'all either at me in something and she sees it as something stupid. She's like, that's about right.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, like I'm not also that person where it's like,
I would say
you
you-
gotta post me.
Yeah, I would say, well,
why
like,
don't you?
like you're not really like that active. Well, I feel like you're like active on social media, but you're not really posting on social media.
Yeah.
Like you're on it, like you see everything. You're like, was that tweet watching? You tweet watching. A lot of motherfuckers tweet watching, not engaging. I remember we used to say that shit in high school and shit. But like,
Yeah.
yeah, like you're definitely on it. Like you keep up with you probably are more on social media than I am, really, because like you're like, hey, I heard you saw that. Like,
Yeah.
came out like 4
Mark
hours
Carlos
ago.
comes out every now
Yeah,
and
type
then.
shit. But like, I don't know. For me, like, I don't think I really care about like how much you are like posting and stuff like that. But at least like have it be for like a reason. You know what I mean? Like if you're like building up your brand and stuff,
Yeah.
for sure. Like, but if you're like you said, just doing it to like perceive that you live this life that you really don't live, and like I know it because like we're together and like you're making it seem like we're going on these crazy trips all the time, and oh look at this, like look, I don't know, like you could just kind of tell, bro, like the girl, like
flexing,
the IG girls, you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? And even dudes, like it's just
Yes.
like, bro, like
While
I don't
they
know,
flexing
like,
their V12s and all that shit, I drive a V8.
nice.
I turn the
Four
lights on to the
cylinder.
I come
city.
from nothing
yeah.
but I'm
Bro,
doing
I talked
something.
about it the other day, or I tweeted about it. Like, I see like dudes I know like going out every single weekend, and they're posting like other dudes' bottles and like the signs and shit on their stories every weekend. And I'm like, bro, like that's why I tweeted. I was like, bro, flexing someone else's money is weird, especially like as a male. Like, why are you like, yeah, you're going out and you're in this dude's section, but like it's not you. Like you're posting that so you can look like you're doing like a certain shit. Yeah. I don't know. It's like, but
Just
that's
a
like
background
but
character, bro.
That's social media, bro.
That's also another interesting point too, because I'm like, all right, let's say like hypothetically they do for a psychological reason of like they're trying to get attention in cloud and stuff like that. Maybe they're
Bitches.
trying. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to go with it.
Not-
So maybe they're trying to get like girls like that, which you
Yeah.
know whatever. Like I understand it, but
Yeah, yeah.
being older, it's like you don't want that. Like you know
Yeah.
that's like good
that attracts a
momentarily.
certain type of girl.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
It's like you get a certain crowd. And,
She
like,
ain't
certain,
nothing but a gold digger.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like
She ain't, never mind.
no broke fellas.
I'm
yeah.
fucking dead, bro. That's that's just funny.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, like it attracts a certain crowd, and like you like long term, you don't want that. Like I mean, maybe you're not looking for long term, but like I mean,
Hey, there might be that one, bro. There's always those situations where, damn, well, yeah, it's my
don't
first time
know.
coming out all year.
well, I'm not even saying that, but like you know, you're always posting
You know
like,
what I mean?
like bottle services like that, and like
That's what I'm saying. You just know, like, when
Yeah.
people are like, bro, you just see people in the club every weekend. It's like, bro, you're doing the same shit. Like,
I can't
I don't
really
know.
say too much.
Dropping
We used to do that,
200.
so-
Yeah,
I mean,
but
of course,
like-
but like we weren't flexing like all the
Nah.
time.
but like we weren't posting
You
that
just
shit
posted
every
that
weekend.
bee that
Yeah.
fell in your wine. That's it.
we were
The
doing
beat?
that,
Oh.
but we weren't the motherfuckers on social media that were
yeah.
showing it off. Like we would show us like taking
Having a
a
good
shot
time,
or
yeah.
something, but it wouldn't be like us like, look at all these drinks we got, or look at all these people we're with. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't
Look at
know,
all
like
these bitches
but
we
like
with.
I think like going back to social media and stuff, like I feel like I've just like kind of aware of like the day and age we live in, and like we just have to do that. You know what I mean? So like not saying that like the like me being active and stuff isn't like how I like the way I act and stuff on social media. That's how I am. I just wasn't like open about it like with on social media, because like I mean like we always bring it up. I mean I feel like at this point we should probably like talk about this shit on like a podcast, but like the way I was on like high school on Twitter and shit, like from like the way I am on Twitter now is
Yeah.
like completely
Day and
different.
night.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I'm more active. I was more active back then, but it was for a different reason. Like, it was just trying to get like clout and shit. Now it's like, all right, I'm actually trying to build something up. So I'm trying to like,
Networking and
yeah,
shit,
networking
engaging.
and yeah. So like that's kind of where I see social media for me right now. Like trying to build myself up as a brand and like, oh, like look, CJ's doing this, or he just posted this picture and like photo dumps and like the videos at the end of the gram and shit, like just shit like that, bro. Like show people like, oh, like I mean, I do some dope shit, but like I'm also like have this podcast with my homies that where we talk about like actually like really interesting stuff, you know? So it's like trying to like market yourself, and like I'm just more aware of it. That's why social media for me is like really weird, because I don't look at it for like, oh, I'm bored, I'm getting on social media. Like I look at it like, all right, what's going on right now in like this
news.
Yeah.
the news, the sphere like that we're in, like podcasts, like what do these clips look like stuff like it's weird, man. It's like it like kind of has changed the way I look at stuff, but
Yeah.
it's cool. Like
See, and that's like another thing too, kind of echoing your points. Like as I gotten older, it's like honestly, I don't really care for social media. Like if it wasn't for like me trying to keep up like with people like that, like I used to go to school with, or like that, like and not even like even like a weird like oh like what are they doing kind of thing. Like, 'cause, I mean I don't really care, but like at the same time I was like oh like hey like I haven't talked to them in a while, like what are they up to? It's like that kind of thing.
Like I
It's-
fucked with you, and I'm want to keep in
yeah,
contact
it's
with
between
you.
that and like the podcast stuff. If it wasn't for those two things, honestly, I probably wouldn't have social media.
I was about to say,
I don't care.
I'm pretty sure I've told y'all this, but I don't think I've ever said it on camera. But I feel like social media as well, like if we are not in contact all the time and like you're not active on social media, like I like hate to say it, but I kind of forget that like you exist because like I don't interact with you. You know what I mean? Hey, it sucks to say it, but like you could follow someone from high school, they don't post anything. And then they'll post a tweet, and you're like, "Fuck, I still follow this
or a
person."
photo,
You know, or a
yeah.
picture, like a
Yeah,
dump or something. You're like, "Oh, damn!" Like,
how
I forgot about this
Yeah.
person. You know what I mean? Like, but so like that's another reason why I just try to stay a little active, just to like not like I don't want people to forget about me. You know what I mean? But like it's like
Yeah.
like hey, I'm still here type of deal. Because like
There's
there's
what's this guy doing?
there's people that we grew up with, bro, that like we were like super close with that like we don't really talk to anymore. It's just because we grew up, like
Yeah.
we got older, we kind of did our own things in life, but like
That's the crazy thing.
still
it's like,
cool. Like,
yeah, like we're so cool with you. It's like that.
Yeah.
It's like no
Yeah.
bad blood. It's just
Nah.
like,
I still remember that class we had together. It was
yeah, high
lit.
school and shit.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
crazy. So.
It's crazy. Like just like you're saying, like keeping up with people. Like there's people I went to college with that like unfollowed me, and I know them. So I'm like shout out to the boy Peyton, but he was like unfollowing like it's kind of personal for me, and like
Yeah.
because that's one of those things. I'm like, bro. Obviously, like you, in a day of age, Instagram, you like wanted to keep your ratio at like a certain level, so people wouldn't
sure.
follow you back or follow people you don't know. But I've always been the person, at least I'm this way. Like if I know you, if I met you in person and we like talked,
Yep.
and then you like were like follow me or whatever, I'll follow you back. And like
sure.
even if like that, I met you once, like that's just kind of how I am. If I like fucked with you in person,
Yeah.
like. I don't know. And also, like you were saying, like building up a brand and stuff, like you don't know who knows who. You don't know like what someone else might do in the future. And then we're like really into your photo dumps and whatnot. Social media for me is becoming like a form of expression, but like in a good way, like a creative outlet. Like I post stuff that kind of relates with my life and like the emotions I'm going through or whatever. And it's not really for like validation. I'm just doing it because I want to like put something on a canvas in a way.
Yeah.
So no, you're good.
Whoa.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
No, you're good. But
And the offense going crazy.
yeah, it's just like different when you're like trying to build up a brand and stuff. And now that we're getting older, I just think social media is so like. Obviously, we're in a weird stage in our life. Like we have people that are single, we have people that are getting married, we have people that are having kids. Like there's all these events, major life-changing events going on right now in this day and age. And like you obviously like there's like a certain crowd just like posting themselves, going all the time. And you have people that like have kind of teetered off social media. Like the only thing they're posting are like family-related stuff, and then like traveling
kids
and like
and
stuff like
shit,
that. So
yeah.
I think the older we're getting, like. Our feed is gonna just be that. It's gonna be like how when we look at our parents and like, oh yeah, like so and so had this kid or so and so bought this
Yeah,
couch.
went on
house.
vacation.
Yeah.
in Cabo.
Dang, they're
Like-
selling a couch on on Twitter
it's
Market
shit's
right
gonna
now.
start changing, bro. Because like we're getting older, and obviously like who you follow is probably around your same age. So like they're gonna get older, life's gonna slow down for them. So I'm just really curious to see like what's gonna happen. I feel like for us, we're gonna always like be on it because we
sure.
got a brand. But even like with content creating, it's just like an evolution. Like you got to do stuff to appeal to yourself as you get older and your audience. So I'm just I'm kind of curious to see like what social media like turns into for us as we grow, because we're like the age that it like started it.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Like there was a point where we like didn't have social media. You know what I mean? Like we did, but we were young as shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like my mom didn't let me have a MySpace.
Social media was young as shit as well.
Well, yeah, it's only like what I mean. Instagram's like 10
years.
years. You know what I mean? Like we were in high school when that shit came out. So it's like seeing what it is now. You can actually make money off of this shit now. It's crazy.
And we're like the first age. No,
You
you're
good, bro?
It's
Where's the fucking blow?
it's like the first day. We're like the first day and age where we like grew up like outside, like playing sports, riding bikes and shit, and then social media. Like kids that are kids We don't know what's going to be out by the time we have kids.
Tablet babies.
And then like the other kids like that are already now, and then Fortnite kids like they're growing up in this. They're growing up in this day and age, so it's like
With
crazy to
social
think
media.
about it. Like
Yeah.
like esports wasn't even like a thing, and like that's like part of social media in a way. It's like a growing like online, basically like being online. Like you can meet someone online, never met them in person, and then like make a real human connection with them after.
Yeah, I was
It's-
say, wasn't there that fucking thing on Twitter?
The
It was like
couples.
RuneScape or some shit?
Yes,
yeah,
They're
yeah.
like, go touch
been
grass.
He should have been,
years.
bro. 15 years to get a plane ticket, bro. Which you get off the game and go get a job, go touch grass.
They were like, dang,
That
they
girl,
fit
that
a
girl
real
was probably
full-
underage, my boy. That's all I gotta say. You gotta wait.
So quick related question. So talking about like kids like that growing up with social media like that. Is there gonna be like a age limit for like y'all's kids having like social media, or what y'all's plans with that?
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Personally, I mean, I'm gonna probably be on it my whole life for doing this, or I'm gonna have people like manage my social media because I don't want to be on that shit as I get older. Like, I'd rather, like we were saying, going out to like travel. I'm like more of a, as I'm getting older, I want to experience that shit and record it, but not post it, just like a keep it for me.
But
type
like
deal.
for your kids.
I know, I'm
Alright.
getting into that, but no,
I
you're
was
good.
like,
Let them finish. Let them cook.
But
Let them cook.
Cooking, bro.
But no, like saying that to say this, like when my kids get on it, like I understand it. I know they're gonna need to be on it, but I feel like it's just gonna be hard because I just don't think our kids are gonna, unless they're in sports, I don't think they're gonna grow up how we did. Like going outside, coming in when the street light comes on, like that's not gonna be, that's not like
That's
gonna
not-
be a thing.
No,
like
I
they're-
don't think that's a thing right now. To
It's
be
not,
honest.
no. So it's like by the time we have kids, bro, like who knows what's gonna happen. So I mean, I want them to be on social media, but I'm gonna definitely like only do it when like if they come back home and they're like, hey, like so and so has a whatever the fuck app's out right then. Like, can I make one? And then like I'm gonna go look at that shit and put some parental controls because some of the stuff we saw growing up, bro, we should have not seen.
Some of the shit I see now, I
Two
shouldn't
girls,
be
one
seeing.
cub. God.
honestly, I
Wow.
didn't see that till
Like recently.
almost
Like
high
yesterday.
school, almost high school, and I didn't see the whole thing. I was just like, what the hell?
I saw it in high school too.
I had a little different. You're like young.
I'm a year younger than you.
I would say like age wise, I'm trying to think like for me what my parents did. Like I like low key had a Facebook. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't ask for my permission from my parents. Sorry, mom and dad, but like yeah, no, I like was just like on it like on my PSP, just like on the browser, just like sending messages and shit. Like it's crazy.
What's up, Shotty?
But that was
Cornelius.
when I moved here, so probably like 12. So I feel like that's like maybe like I don't know, man, because I like we like they're getting born into social media. We were born and social media became a thing. So like I feel like that question like is probably like I couldn't even like really
Yeah.
tell you how it's gonna be by then. Like it might be just like, oh yeah, I mean there's people that have like accounts for their little kids already. You know what I mean? So like
Which is weird.
which is very weird, but I feel like that's gonna be a norm.
Yeah.
honestly, like I don't know. It's weird to think about, but I feel like that's how it's gonna be. Like I mean, motherfuckers have like accounts for their dogs and shit. Like
yeah.
I don't know. Like I
I
feel
had
like
like
that
2,000 followers. Like what the fuck?
crazy getting paid and shit for posting their dog. But I mean, ideally, I would say like 13. Like maybe 12, like around that age, like 7th grade,
like middle
8th
school.
middle
Middle
school,
school,
like about
yeah.
to be in high school type shit.
Yeah.
because that's when I got mine. But
And I feel like at that age, like they can make a lot of their own decisions. Like I hope so, like responsibly. So
True. What about you, Zay?
Shit, I'd personally say like how he said around the middle school, close to about high school age. Because like I mean, I had an iPod. I didn't have no iPhone, but I had an iPod up until about like sophomore, junior year of high school. So I didn't get a real phone until like
Did you have
that.
a cell phone?
Yeah,
you didn't get a real phone until like senior year.
until almost junior,
Really?
senior year.
Really?
Yeah.
when did y'all get y'all's first phone? Real quick.
I was in middle school. I was in like
I got
seventh
I got
grade.
mine in like fifth
And
grade.
okay, so
grade.
Yeah.
so I did have a phone, but it was a phone that my dad paid for. That was in middle school. It was a Razor. It was like
fire.
Wow, rich guy.
yeah, but it was the Droid one and things like that.
Wow.
Yeah, it was dope.
You
But
probably got all the girls' numbers, huh?
yeah, you already know me.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
So-
gotta tell you.
So I know it's not true.
had it for like had that for a little, and then like he was like, I can't pay the bill anymore, and like it like didn't work. So it was just that. And so like I honestly didn't really use it, but then I got an iPod, ran with the iPod because all you needed was Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
And you could text people off of it. So
You can do a lot of things on that.
yeah. But it was just one of those things where it's like y'all said, at a young age, we were exposed to a lot of stuff, so I know how it is. So yeah, definitely hitting the parental controls, and like even like just on like about everything, like even YouTube. Like my nieces
Yeah.
now, like
Are they subscribed to Park Car Talks?
they are.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I made sure that happened. But like, so like one of them has a social media account for her football stuff, and I don't have like,
Like a
I don't have a problem with it.
'Cause it's branding.
Yeah, it's just branding. That's all. It's,
Yeah, how old is
we
she?
use. She's 8, but it's just trying to help her out, get her name out for flag, things like that. Don't have an issue with it, but she sends me all these TikToks, and it's like I know this isn't parental control. God damn it, again.
With that clip, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to Opinionated Media. You can find us at Opinionated Media on all social medias. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. If you guys like clips like these, make sure you guys stay tuned for more.